には見放されては。
には見放された。555, 50, 55. 庭に挟れしはれた。OK。
はいないようだが、
いないよ。
しかし、この道は人の身で行くにはあまりにも過酷な夜の道。
Or something taking far too long. あまりにも遅い。
あまりにも遅いわ。一体何をしているの？
Or the cost being far too high.
自分の右腕を代償にアルフォンスの魂を錬成し鎧に定着させることに成功するが、その代償。
ちょうどいいところに生きのいい実験体がおるじゃないか。
Janai or Janaika here can be used after a phrase to question or to confirm the idea that was stated. Often seen kind of like a, isn't it? Like here in Mega Man, Dr. Wily expressing surprise, saying that, isn't it that there's quite a good range of experimental robots here? Or, weren't we almost killed?
ちょっと小づいた程度で簡単に道を開けましたね。
危うく殺しかけてたじゃないか。
Or, isn't it that you're a famous person? Here seen in polite speech, 有名人じゃないですか?
帝国どころかクロスベルでも知らない人はいないくらいの有名人じゃないですか。
Or seeking confirmation, isn't it wise to work together? 賢明じゃないか?
静かに狙撃するには一人の方が都合がいいのさ。
この場合は共闘した方が賢明じゃないか。
And can just be used simply by itself with janai, with like a rising intonation, here in casual speech.
君もそう思うだろう？
ああ、まあな。
急に話を振られて困ってるじゃない。君、本当のこと言っていいのよ。
マイルズ、手を貸してほしいんだけど、今暇？アレクセイ、ホリデー気分で興奮しすぎなんじゃない？
You can also see it used in more formal situations as dewanaika, as janai is just a contraction of dewanai.
だが、それでも上に立つ者として正しく部下を導くのが我々の役目ではないか。
デスフロスト
こんな茶番。A declaration. Okay. Deep Seek, Deep Seek. Deep Seek なかったんじゃないじゃねえか。GPT? GPT ですね。Breakdown。次の文法は The next grammar point is じゃないか。じゃないか。Which means isn't it? Confirmation of information express surprise towards listener done なかったんじゃないか ?Okay. And 3. じゃないか。 じゃないか and its variant じゃないじゃんではないか it is versatile. And its variant じゃないじゃんじゃではないか is a versatile sentence ending pattern used for seeking confirmation, isn't it? Right? Expressing surprise. Wow, oh my. I had no idea. Don't you think? Isn't that so? Why don't we... The nuance depends heavily on intonation and context. Rising question, flat for rhetorical, emphatic for surprise. じゃないか、じゃないか、じゃないか、no ではないか。More formal. Standard, casual, very casual, formal, and so on. Expressing confirmation. そんなにDone. So, こんな茶番。
こんな茶番レース早く終わらせるべきじゃないですか。
こんな茶番レース into this farce of a race. こんな茶番レース早く終わらせるべきじゃないですか Shouldn't we quickly put an end to this farce of a race?
こんな茶番レース早く終わらせるべきじゃないですか。
こんな茶番レース。右こんな茶番レース早く終わらせるべき。
こんな茶番レース早く終わらせるべきじゃないですか。
終わらせるべきじゃないですか Should we put an end to this farce of a race? 茶番ですね。ハポネス。さて、この茶番を終わりにしよう。Ronin, how's it going, bro? グーニじゃない bro? グーナじゃない。グーナじゃないかはいはい。いや、今日はグーナじゃないんですね。じゃない。でも、日本語の勉強をします。はいです。はいです。こんな茶番。グンナは茶番ですね。こんな茶番レース、早く終われせるべきじゃないですか Should we quickly end this kind of farce of a race? 茶番ですね。これは茶番ですね。ですか。これは茶番です。これは茶番です。
何も4人全員を行かせなくてもよかったんじゃないですか。
よかったんじゃないですか。何も4人全員を行かせなくてもよかったんじゃないですか You didn't need to send out all 4 members, did you?
何も4人全員を行かせなくてもよかった。
それからここじゃ体が冷えちゃうわ。どこかへ移動しないと。
どこか移動しないとな。
あの角は見せかけじゃないって言うんだな。
Aren't I see you're saying those horns? あの角は見せかけじゃないって言うんですか見せかけ means seeming. So you're saying those horns aren't just for display, aren't you? 見せかけじゃねえって言うんだな。
あの角は見せかけじゃないって言うんだな。
あの角
あの角は見せかけじゃないって言うんだな。
Well, he did not say 角。あの角 no, 角 means corner. 角は horn ですね。tsuno. So wait, so kaku means angle, square, cube, and kado. Of course, I know kado. Kado means corner, edge, corner, whatever. And tsuno means horn, antler, antenna, feeler, and horn-like projection. Okay. Tsuno. あのtsunoはあのtsunoは見せかけじゃないって言うんだ。面白いですね。I see you're saying those horns. そうか。are not just for 見せかける。They're not just for display. They have some kind of use to them. そうか。I see. So you're saying that horn isn't just for show. So 見せかけmeans pretends, facade, show, appearance. 面白いですね。面白いですね。面白いんですね。
あの閃光のような連続体術が面影もないじゃないですか。
面影もないんじゃないですか。But there is not even a trace of that flash combo taijutsu you showed.
だからってこれ全くのゼロじゃないですか。
だからってこれ
全くのゼロじゃないですか。
全くのゼロじゃないですか。Even so, this 全く means really ゼロじゃないですか。
だから私がその柱を折ってあげると言ってるじゃないですか。
その柱を折ってあげると言ってるじゃないですか。That's why I'm saying I'll break that pillar. その柱。だから私がその柱を折ってあげると言ってるじゃないですか。Okay. Beautiful. 完璧な。
だから私がその柱を折ってあげると言ってるじゃないですか。
その柱を折ってあげると言ってるじゃないんですか。japonés. その私が柱 means pillar. 柱はピラーですね。柱を折って。That's why I'm saying, all I'm saying is that I'm going to break that pillar. ピラーですね。私がその柱を折ってあげると言ってるじゃないんですか。That's why I'm saying I'm gonna break that pillar. その柱。Por eso partiré ese pilar. Partiré ese pilar. Ese pilar. That's why I've been telling you I'll break that pillar for you. So I'm saying that I'll break that pillar, aren't I? Okay.
中入試験にルーキーが出るなんて5年ぶりじゃないか。
ルーキーが出るなんて5、4ぶりじゃないですか。I think rookies will be in the tuning exam. Hasn't been 5 years that happened.
なんてやつだ。能力でどうこうなるものじゃないぞ。
どういうことだ。そんなの受けるを選ぶに決まってるじゃないか。
does that mean? Of course. Okay, this is better.
もしかして楽しようとしてるだけじゃないのか？
Could it be that you are trying to take the easy way? もしかして楽しいようとしてるだけじゃないのか？ Beautiful.
もしかして楽しようとしてるだけじゃないのか？
Rakshi. It's Rakshi. Raku comfort. Rakshi. Raku. I've never seen it written like this. Raku. もしかして楽しよ楽しようと
もしかして楽しようとしてるだけじゃないのか？
楽しようとしてるだけじゃないのか？楽し Could it be that you're trying to take the easy way? Espero que no te estés aprovechando de mí. Inglés y español. Y español. Perfecto. Inglés y español. Amigo. Nabend, Yuki. How's it going, bro? Nabend. Nabend. Ni suru. Ni suru? Wait, it's Rakshi, he's saying.
もしかして楽しようとしてるだけじゃないのか？
楽しようと。楽しようとしてる。Wait, what is ni? Is there ni as well? Kaku. Is gaku? There's gaku as well. Ongaku. Ongaku, which means music. Gaku. Ongaku. Is raku and gaku. What is ni? Wait, you mean raku ni suru? You mean raku ni shiyoto? Raku ni, the particle? So they omit the word. Does he say ni?
もしかして楽しようとしてるだけじゃないのか？
No, he didn't say ni. It's omitted, huh? In this case. Could it be that you're just trying to take it easy? Rakshi, just trying to take it easy. Rakushiyoto shiteiru is trying to take it easy. Raku, easy, comfortable. Volition of suru. That's why I put it in parentheses, because it can be left out in casual speech. It can be left out, huh? So it's supposed to be raku ni shiyo, raku ni suru. Okay. Raku ni suru. Raku shiyoto. Raku ni shiyoto. It slows down. If you say raku ni shiyoto, it slows down the flow. Raku shiyoto is easier to say. もしかして means perhaps, by any chance, could it be? Okay.
お前の方こそこれで目が覚めたんじゃないか？
お前の方こそこれで目が覚え覚めた to wake up. Oh, 覚める覚めたんじゃないか? With this, you've woken up, right? お前の方こそこれで目が覚めたんじゃないか? 目が覚める means to wake up. Wake up.
お前の方こそこれで目が覚めたんじゃないか？
お前の方こそこれで目が覚めたんじゃないか? With that, you woke up, haven't you? Right? Okay. Yeah, bro, I think that's it with Janaika. We don't need to add a lot of Janaika because it's...
あの時は邪魔が入ったが。
邪魔だ入ったが。
今度はそうはいかない。
今度はそうはいかない。
見せてやるよ。シャリンガンの本当の力をな。
シャリンガンの本当の力をな。見せてやるよ。シャリンガンの本当の力をな。
いいぜ。だったらこっちも本気出していくぜ。
本気出していくぜ。
てめえの方こそそのシャリンガンでよーく見るんだな。
んだな。
この俺の人道ってやつをよ。
ってやつよ。この俺の人道と、the 人道、my 人道 way. You're taking good, but the way of the ninja, 人道。No 人道。Okay. Wait, what do we need now? 目が覚めたんじゃない。I don't know this kanji. Looks like 覚える to remember, to memorize. What's the current grammar? It's the janaika, bro. It's the janaika that we saw yesterday. I decided to only add a couple from here and move on.
忍者を雇うのもルール違反じゃないってわけだ。
じゃないっていいよな。
見せつけてくれるじゃないか。
見せつけてくれるじゃないか。What a display of affection, eh? 見せつけてくれじゃないか。
見せつけてくれるじゃないか。
見せつけてくれじゃないですか。We add a couple and move on to the next one. 次の文法ですね。ではないか、じゃないか、じゃん。ダメじゃないかと思って。ダメじゃないかと思って。Bro, I think it's I think it's a ダメ。Only couple, bro. Only couple sentences. Because from the purpose of these sentences is to learn something else as well, not just this grammar point. Learn some kanji as well.
忍者を雇うのもルール違反じゃないってわけだ。
ルール違反 violation. 忍者を雇う employee hire. 忍者を雇うのもルール違反 rule violation じゃないってわけか。So hiring a ninja is not a violation of the rule either. Okay. It's a nice sentence because they're all together. So it's a nice
忍者を雇うのもルール違反じゃないってわけだ。
It's a nice picture to see. It's a nice picture. I think with this one, wait, so this is ninja. Ninja ですね。忍者を雇うのもルール違反。違反 means violation.
違反
means violation. 違反じゃないってわけか。So, pero eso no está prohibido contratar a ninjas.
いじめが足りなかったんじゃないか、リー。
いじめが足りなかったんじゃないか、リー。いじめ means bully. Bullying? 足りなかったんじゃないか、リー。Okay, that sounds nice as well. いじめ
が足りなかったんじゃないか、リー。
いじめが足りなかったんじゃないか、リー。Bro. Look at this.
いじめが足りなかったんじゃないか、リー。
いいですね。いじめ。No. English. No lo escriben sufficiently. Ijime means bullying. Ijime ga tarinu, tarinai. Tarinai means not enough. でもなぜ2つ英語の文スペイン語の文Wasn't it that the bullying wasn't enoughly? 足りる足りる means enough. 足りなかった wasn't enough. 足りなかったんじゃないり。Okay, no, we don't need any more. もっと文は、必要がありがない。必要があるがない。72.
ダンサー、ちょっとやりすぎじゃないのか。
じゃねえか。We need じゃねえか as well. じゃねえか。
なんで笑ってんだよ。あんなのかっこ悪いじゃないか。
俺が気にしてるんじゃないかと心配してくれたんだろ。
心配してくれたんだろロバ、ではないか。ではないか。じゃねえか。
現にてめえは動物を狙ってこの島に来とるではないか。
And don't forget, じゃねえか。Bro. Yeah, this is what I say, bro. We get carried away. We need to add every single possibility. じゃないか、じゃねえか。ではないか。Happy Friday, KM, bro. How is it going, bro? How is it going? How are you? ではないか。
だが、生きた竜骨が売るほどいるではない。
売るほどいるではないか。But there is more than enough live Dragonite here. だが、
生きた竜骨が売るほどいるではない。
売るほどいる。We have this sentence. Wait.
だが、生きた竜骨が売るほどいるではない。
I remember this sentence. What's Orochimaru doing in One Piece? Orochimaru? Orochimaru はどこですか？
あれはこの島に住んでた人たちが千年竜を神として崇めてたってことじゃないかと思うの。
神として買った？
それこそがこの私にできる償いなのではないかと。
Same voice? Same voice?
だが、生きた竜骨が売るほどいるではない。
His same voice? Who is this speaking? It's Sanji.
竜の巣に戻れたんなら。
戻れたんだから。
竜爺は嘘なんかついてない。また蘇るって言ってたんだ。
言ってたんだ。
これが伝説の不老士の妙薬、竜骨だ。
It's this guy. No, it's not Sanji.
ああ、そうらしいな。
さあ、そうらしいな。
だが、生きた竜骨が売るほどいるではない。
売るほどいるではない。Okay, I think I remembered this sentence. We added it before. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. 売るほど。売る means to sell. Yeah, but I don't like it. Or, no, just put it. Dragonite. Ryuko. Wait, what if we... Let's just check it. Let's check if we have it or not. We don't have it. Ikita Dragonite. So So Ryukotsu, kneel of a ship. Ryu means dragon. Dragonite.
だが生きた竜骨が売るほどいるではないか。
It will become increasingly difficult finding sentences we haven't added before, bro. Dragon bones. Ryukotsu. Bro, this is the goal. This is the goal. To add all of the sentences. Ryukotsu. Ryukotsu. Dragonite. Dragon bones. Hone is a bone, yeah. Ryukotsu. Ryukotsu. Ryukotsu が売るほどいるではないか。There is enough dragon bones, isn't there? To sell. There's enough dragonite. There's more than enough dragonite to sell, isn't it? We added it for the Hodo, I think. When we had the grammar point Hodo. But there are plenty of living dragon kneels, aren't there? Wait, so Iru means plenty in this case? Uru means plenty? To betray. To make. So if you ever wondered what are you picking up in Skyrim after defeating a dragon, is Ryukotsu. Ryukotsu.
Ryukotsu.
A keel of a dragon. Plenty of living dragon keels. Dragon keels are dragon bones. Uru hodo iru. So many that you can even sell to someone. That's what it means. That's why it's uru. Dragon keel, dragonite. Okay. So there are so many uru hodo, enough to sell, plenty, in abundance. That's what it means. Uru hodo. Uru hodo iru, there are uru hodo iru, there are plenty. There are uru hodo means enough to sell. There are so many that you can even sell some. That's a nice set phrase, a nice expression. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, we added a little bit of Dewanaika. Janaika, shall we add some Janaika? Or Janeka. Janeka. Is this how you write Janeka? We have this sentence as well. Yuki dakara de sappori. Or maybe we don't have, no. Geez, I can't tell where I am with all this snow. Wakarane janeka yo. Okay, we have this sentence and there's no doubt about this. I remember this image. I don't remember which grammar point. Doesn't seem clear. There it is. I can't tell where I am with all of this snow. Wakarane janeka yo. Taku yuki da dakare. Okay, yeah. We have it. We don't need it.
すっげえ、そりゃエレファント本マグロじゃねえか。
エレファント本マグロ hamburger for elephant.
すっげえ、そりゃエレファント本マグロじゃねえか。
Bluefin tuna.
そうすりゃショックでまたなんか思い出すんじゃねえか。
思い出すんじゃねえか? I think maybe then the shock will help him remember something else.
そうすりゃショックでまたなんか思い出すんじゃねえ。
さあな、もっと住みやすい島が見つかったんじゃねえのか。それってものすごく大事なもんだったんじゃねえのか。
それってものすごく大事なもんだったんじゃねえかのか。 Wasn't that something really important?
それってものすごく大事なもんだったんじゃねえのか。それってものすごく大事なもんだったんじゃねえのか。
No, Janaika, Janaika, very easy grammar point. We add this one and we hop on to the next one. 大事なもんだったんじゃねえか。それってものすごく大事なもんだったんじゃねえか。Wasn't that something really important? Eso no era algo tremendamente importante. Tremendamente means すごく。Tremendamente.
どう許さねえのか見せてもらおうじゃねえか。
So let's see how you plan on making me pay. どう許さねえのか見せてもらうじゃねえか。
どう許さねえのか見せてもらおうじゃねえか。
見せてもらうじゃねえか。
まあいろいろ事情があったりもするんじゃねえのか。
まあいろいろ事情 circumstances まあいろいろ事情があったりもするんじゃねえのかな。I don't know, maybe everyone has their own circumstances and stuff.
殺す気なんだよ、俺たちも。さっき言ってたじゃねえか。
殺す。
バカ野郎、見つかっちまったじゃねえか。
捕まったじゃないか。I think.
どう許さねえのか見せてもらおうじゃねえか。
To permit.
まあいろいろ事情があったりもするんじゃねえのか。
Okay, we add two and
まあいろいろ事情があったりもするんじゃねえのか。
two more and that's it. じゃないか、じゃねえか、じゃないか。Bro, even in katakana there is. Let's see if there is in katakana. Wait. Let's add these two. Jijo. Jijo means circumstances. Jijo. Jijo があったりもするんじゃねえのか? I guess everyone has their own circumstances. I guess. I don't know, maybe. まあ、いろいろ everyone has their own circumstances. 事情があったりもする。いや、事情 means circumstances.
見つかっちまったじゃねえか。
バカ野郎、goddamn idiot. 見つかっちまったんじゃねえか。見つかる means to be found. You were found, you were spotted, weren't you? I don't know. Is this a good sentence? Let's try Janeka with. God, you idiot. We've been found, haven't we? Okay, beautiful. バカ野郎。バカ野郎。Okay, done. Japonés. バカ野郎。見つか。Okay. Inglés. Idiota. Spotted you. You fool, you've been spotted. You fool. Wait, there is even Janeka with katakana. Katakana no Janeka also. No result found. There is no. Okay. Jamaica. Wait, Jamaica? You wrote Jamaica? Oh, no way. I thought... But there is no katakana though. But anyways, bro. Jamaica. Janaika, Janeka, Jamaica.
As Dewanaika. As Janai is just a contraction of
I
Dewana.
thought there was a Janaika for
それでも上に立つ者として
I just realized that that's a ma. Yeah, my katakana, bro. My katakana is the worst. Jamaica. But why the flag is not shown? It shows me JM. Oh no, so it's Dewanaika. The flag of Jamaica, it's JM. It doesn't show the colors.
同じやり方ですね。
民にとってグスタドルフの統治は必ずしも悪性ではなかったということか。
必ずしも。This is used with
必ずしも. Not always, not entirely, not necessarily.
negative sentence ending to mean not always, not necessarily, not entirely. Like what we just saw, it's not necessarily a bad government. It's fairly straightforward to use, however you do see it often used with some common sentence endings. Like for example,
Wait, what is it? Kamanazu?
民にとってグスタドルフの統治は必ずしも悪性ではなかったということか。
必ずしも. This is used with a negative sentence ending to mean not always, not necessarily, not entirely. Like what we just saw, it's not necessarily a bad government. It's fairly straightforward to use, however you do see it often used with some common sentence endings. Like for example, 必ずしも, phrase わけではない. So it's not necessarily that it's the case.
禰豆子は今鬼だ。つまり必ずしもお前が守ってやらねばならぬほど弱いわけではない。
or 必ずしも phrase とは限らない。It's not necessary.
己にとって大切なものが必ずしも善であるとは限らない。
必ずしも善であるとは限らない。But the person who is important to oneself might not always be virtuous. Does that mean?
必ずしも禁止されるべきものではないのではないですか。
ないのではないですか。
必ずしも緩やかじゃない。
必ずしも呪術
必ずしも緩やかじゃない。
緩やかじゃない。It's not necessarily a gentle slope.
必ずしもそれが原因とは言い切れませんが。
Game means cause. Okay.
呪術師の成長曲線は
成長曲線は Okay, we got two sentences from here. Two nice sentences.
Necessarily limited to that.
流行るのもわかります。ですが、せくことが必ずしも良い結果につながるとは限りません。むしろ拠点の環境を整えることは式に関わる重要なくだらない。
Or even 必ずしも phrase とは
ジャメイカじゃないか。ジャメイカじゃないか。Nice example. 必ずしも。必ずしも。Okay, we tried, of course. We check it out.
Yeah, no,
Check it out.
I can't necessarily say that.
Check it.
そうでしょ。きちんと研究され解き明かされるべきよ。世の中に変化をもたらすわ。隠しておいちゃいけない。
隠しておいちゃいけない。
変化が必ずしも良いとは言えない。
Change is not necessarily good. 必ずしも Okay, very It's not 簡単な文法です。難しくない。難しくない。The next 次の文法は The next grammar point is 必ずしも which means not always a good thing. Not always not entirely غربت صح كله必ず not entirely not necessarily Not necessarily. GPT. So, yeah, kanarazushimo is an adverb. That means it's an adverb, of course. Not always, not necessarily. No, it's always used with a negative at the end of the sentence to express that something is not always true or does not necessarily apply. Not necessarily, not always, not entirely. It doesn't always follow that. The nuance is that the speaker is qualifying a generalization, pointing out that while something may often be true, it is not universally or absolutely true. Kanarazushimo, key point plus negative predicate, must be used with a negative, never in a positive sentence, often used to counter assumptions or stereotypes, can be used with verbs kanarazushimo nai, kanarazushimo naku, kanarazushimo dewa nai, expresses partial negation, not 100%, but possibly often. And yeah, what is this? Kimochi? Kimochi? Kanemochi. Kanemochi ga kanarazu shimo shiawase to wa kagiranai. Kagiranai, which means to restrict. Rich people are not necessarily happy. Rich people have their happiness restricted. Not necessarily. Towa kagiranai. Different pattern but similar meaning. Translation: rich people are not necessarily happy. Takai mono ga kanarazu shimo yoi to wa ienai. So takai mono ga, expensive things, are not necessarily good, said good, but not necessarily good. You cannot say ienai. You cannot say that all expensive things are good, are necessarily good. Kare no iu koto wa kanarazu shimo tadashiku nai. Kare no iu koto wa, it's not necessarily that everything he says is true, is correct, tadashiku. It's not correct. What he says is not necessarily correct. And so on and so on. Yeah, very, very interesting. 面白い文法ですね。必ずしも。必ずしも面白い文法ですね。必ずしも。Done. What does gotta say?
己にとって大切なものが必ずしも善であるとは限らない。
己にとって大切なものが必ずしも善 means good 善であるとは限らない。 We've seen it 3 times so far. Restrict 限らない and 限らない。勉強すれば必ずしも成績が上がるとは限らない。Studying doesn't necessarily improve your grades. The what does. What does? Okay. この文はです。
ただ、己にとって大切なものが必ずしも善であるとは限らない。
善で。So, but the person who is important to oneself, ただ己にとって大切なものが might not always be virtuous. Very 面白い文ですね。己 means oneself. 己 I know 己 I've seen it a couple of times. Let's just write it 振り仮名。己 means for, to, とって、己にとって、for oneself. 必ずしも善 means good, goodness, right, virtue. Zen。面白い感じですね。Never seen it. Zen。Zen であるとは限らない。restricted. What does exactly? I don't understand what does it 限らない means exactly. 限らない。ただ。ただ己にとって大切なものが必ずしも善であるとは限らない。限らない。限らないは何ですか？However, people important to oneself are not necessarily good to limit, not limited to, not necessarily. Wait, so 必ず and 限らない are together? 必ずしも not necessarily, always with a negative. It's a negative, always with a negative. ただ、but, having said, 大切なもの、必ずしもとは限らない。Qualified negation. This pattern is perfect for not saying they're always bad, just that they're not guaranteed to be good, acknowledging Zen moral judgment. Okay. Beautiful sentence. Done. 必ずしも
禁止されるべきものではないのではないですか。
必ずしも緩やかじゃない。
Isn't necessarily gentle slope. 必ずしも
呪術師の成長曲線は
呪術師のIt's lagging. 呪術のIt's lagging, bro. 呪術師
呪術師の成長曲線は
呪術師の呪術 sorcerer growth curve isn't necessarily a gentle slope. Audio
呪術師の成長曲線は
成長曲線 logistic curve. Whatever that means.
必ずしも緩やかじゃない。
必ずしも緩やかじゃない。緩やか means gentle. コピーしてあげる。
体の巨大化は必ずしも生き残るためにはならない。
体の兄弟。What is this? 兄弟。兄弟 means huge. 体の兄弟化は必ずしも生き残るためにはならない。Being larger doesn't always aid survival. Ooh, that's a nice sentence.
体の巨大化は必ずしも生き残るためにはならない。
面白い文ですね。Let's write this. 面白い文ですね。呪術師。becoming large. 兄弟化。It's to become large. Okay. 面白い文ですね。Very useful. Very useful as well. 呪術師 術師呪術師の成長。That's a big 漢字。成長曲線は必ず緩やか。緩やかじゃない。
必ずしも緩やかじゃない。
OK。面白い文ですね。So we've got two sentences. A Jujutsu sorcerer growth curve. Sorcerer's growth curve isn't always soft. La curva de crecimiento de un hechicero isn't necessarily a gentle slope. No siempre es un proceso gradual. Okay. Spanish is perfect. English is, I think it's... A sorcerer's growth curve is not necessarily gentle, it's perfect. A gentle slope. Beautiful. Kamoshirenga. Okay, done. And this one as well.
体の巨大化は必ずしも生き残るためにはならない。
体の強大化は So, ka means to become. Change, becoming. Becoming. Ka means becoming. Changing to. Becoming kyodai, huge. Becoming gigantic, huge. It's not necessarily ikinokoru. It's not ideal or use to express influence. It's not always necessarily like ideal or aid survival, good for survival, whatever. Okay, show you this. English. Being larger, becoming larger. Ka is like Latin-based nouns ending in yon, shon. So competition, becomation. Wait, what? I'm trying to think. Wait, how is it become? Competition. But how is it becomation, bigation? How? How is it? How is it like? I don't understand. How is it the same as Sean becoming big? But it's becoming big, but it's not a verb. It's becoming big, but it's a noun. Adjective and a noun. I don't understand. Karada no gigantism. Body enlargement. Kyodai ka. Example, industrialization. Kogyo ka. Industrialization. Becoming bigation. Becoming bigation. Gigantism. It's gigantism like in Greek. I understand. Okay, okay. So 体の強大化 like body enlargement, body gigantism, body like industrialization, but for body becoming big. Okay, okay, now I understand. Kanaru is not necessarily for the purpose, tameni, naranai, does not become the purpose. Does not lead to survival, is not for survival. But it doesn't necessarily lead to survival. Growing larger. Okay. Okay, I understand. Very beautiful sentence. Is there a lot of Kanarazushimo? There are a couple.
Well, いいものが必ずしも売れるとは限りませんから。
いいものが必ずしも売れるとは、限りませんから。Ooh, very nice sentence. Practical sentence.
ほら、いいものが必ずしも売れるとは限りませんから。
いいものが必ずしもほら、いいものが必ずしも売れるとは限りませんから。Okay. You know how good stuff doesn't necessarily always sell well. I don't think it requires a breakdown. It's pretty understandable, but let's just put a little bit of breakdown.
必ずしも2人いることが有利とは言えないと。
We added 4 sentences. Do we need any more? 必ずしもそうではない。I feel like I don't want to add any more, to be honest. 必ずしもそうではないし。そうではない。
必ずしもそうではない。
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 必ずしもそうではない。Okay, this is baseball. I like baseball.
必ずしもそうではない。
They're not guaranteed at all. I don't think so. Yeah, these few sentences we added are very, very, very perfect. Covers 必ずしも very well. But this has baseball. I never played baseball. And baseball is actually, yeah, cute.
必ずしもそうではない。
It's one of the games that I really want to try. Because I was watching some cartoons as a kid. I was wondering, what kind of game is that? I've never seen it in real life. I've never seen a baseball bat in real life. I only saw it in cartoons and maybe movies. And I've never seen baseball in real life, and I wonder how is it played. One day maybe we play baseball. But you have to go to the USA. America. 必ずしもそうではない. I don't even know how do they play it. Like, it's a weird game. You throw a ball and you have to kick it or hit it with a stick. Doesn't make sense. It's like, looks like cricket. I've never seen cricket either. No, but cricket is different. Cricket, the bat is thicker, more thick, or wide. I don't know if it's thick, but it's wider. 必ずしもそうでは. Wait, what's the context? I can't go to the US. I think I'd be arrested at the airport for being critical of Trump.
それだけの回数
俺たちそれだけの回数、俺たちは全く同じことを繰り返してきたってのか。
Bro, going to the US is, I think, is useless. It's very expensive. Very expensive. The airplane, the ticket, the live to live there, bro, is very overly, like, it's excessively expensive. It's not necessary. You waste a lot of money to do what? It's no, there is no use. I don't think I will ever go unless I become rich. There is no meaning to going there. To do what? There is no point. It's stupid. Stupidly expensive. Stupidly expensive.
必ずしもそうではない。
I see it as a badge of honor, to be honest, bro. It's beautiful, to be honest.
でもね、ピラミッドは必ずしもお墓とは言えないんですよ。
Oh, I've got like a previous version of this sentence.
でもね、ピラミッドは必ずしもお墓とは言えないんですよ。
でもピラミッドは必ずしもお墓。Say that pyramid is a tomb. Okay, this is an easy sentence. でもピラミッドは必ずしも大墓とは言えないんですよ。言えないんですよ。You cannot say that? You can't always say. It doesn't need a breakdown, bro. I don't know why I have to add breakdowns all the time, but it doesn't. It's very straightforward.
でもね、ピラミッドは必ずしもお墓とは言えないんですよ。
言えないんですよ。Okay. Well, that's actually an easy sentence. But here's the thing. You can't necessarily say pyramids are tombs. What? Really? Okay. Copyしてあげる. I think that's it, bro. That's a beautiful sentence. Breakdown and done.
でもね、素質に沿ったなりわいを選ぶってのが必ずしも幸せなことだとは限らない。
幸せなことだとは限らない。でもね、but choosing your calling based solely on your talents won't always guarantee you happiness. Okay, so this is easy to understand. This one though, 選ぶっての。Okay, now we need to add this.
この国の人々が必ずしも善人であるとは限らないので。
善人。We saw Zen with Gara. Okay, let's add this.
この国の人々が必ずしも善人であるとは限らないので。
善人。Zen means good. 善人 means good person. この国の人々が必ずしも善人であるとは限らないのです。限らないのです。Doesn't mean that everyone in this country became a good person. 善人。善人であるとは限らないのです。Okay, この国の人々が doesn't mean that the people of this country are good people. The people of this country are not necessarily good people. Yeah, I don't know why became. Where did the past tense come from? Doesn't make any sense. This translation is way better. People of this country are not necessarily good people. Done. Let's just put it here. Done.
このバランスだとパスタは必ずしもアルデンテである必要はない。
To maintain the balance of the dish, the pasta don't need to be al dente. What's al dente?
でもね、素質に沿ったなりわいを選ぶってのが必ずしも幸せな素質に沿ったなりわいを選ぶってのが必ずしも幸せなことだとは限らない。
But choosing your calling based solely on your talents won't always guarantee. So Soshitsu means talent? No. Sotta, run along? No. Which one is talent? Your work. I don't know. I don't like this sentence. I don't know why I added. Okay, let this be the one before the last sentence. Demone, but following your talents doesn't always lead to happiness. Choosing your calling based solely on your talents won't always guarantee. Okay, copy. Paste. Demo. Soshitsu ni sotta. Soshitsu ni sotta. Soshitsu means talent, as expected. I think I've seen it before. Talent, there it is. Soshitsu ni sotta. Past tense of so, to follow. Aligned with one's talent. 制御を選ぶってのが必ずしも幸せなことだとは。Okay, 限らない。Done, it's perfect. Yeah, we either add this one with pasta or...
このバランスだとパスタは必ずしもアルデンテである必要はない。
Okay, this is an easy sentence.
このバランスだとパスタは必ずしもアルデンテである必要はない。
If we do not add it. It's a pity if we don't add it. このバランスだとパスタは必ずしもアルデンテ
アルデンテ
doesn't need to be don't need 必要はない。必要はない。アルデンテ doesn't need to be al dente. Yeah, doesn't need a breakdown as well. So yeah, I think with this sentence, we call it a day. We call it a day. And さて、この茶番を終わりにしよう。Let's end this chaban. Let's end this fast. And by the way, Yuki, today we added another sentence that had chaban in it. I wonder how many sentences have chabans. Chaban. We've got a couple of chabans.
バツバミさん、もうこんな茶番はおしまいにして、そろそろ本当。いいから、こんな茶番さっさと終わらせるわよ。
Chaban resu. Chaban resu. It said like that. Let's put an end to this chaban resu.
さて、この茶番を終わりにしよう。
さて、この茶番を終わりにしよう。Yeah, let's end this chaban and go to sleep. Yuki, また明日おやすみなさい。And yeah, また明日おやすみなさい。バイバイ。バイバイ。